Hello guys, this is Dhanya Asokan and you're watching Finding Home in Yourself. Today, I'm here to share with you a very important practice that has had a lot of impact in my life. That is the practice of journaling. When I say journaling, what I mean to say is that it is a practice where you just pick up your pen, a piece of paper, and start writing down whatever you're seeking clarity about. It could be something that's bothering you, it could be just expressing gratitude for something that you have in your life, or it could be something that you're seeking clarity on. I'll shortly walk you through the different kinds of journaling that you can explore, but let me begin with telling you why this is effective. One of the reasons why I found it to be most effective is that only you have lived your life so far. Only you know the journey that you have been through so far and what you intend to create in your life, what your desires are. No matter how much another person has been with you in this journey, no one can provide you advice as much as you yourself can in your life to create the maximum impact. And that is why I found and I believe this practice to be super effective. And the reason why I think this is effective is because human brains, the way it's wired, we can consume information of about 250 words per minute. Like when we're reading or listening to something, we can process as much as about 250 words per minute. However, it slows down significantly when you are speaking. So that would be somewhere around 125 words per minute. And then what happens is when you're trying to write, it reduces even more significantly. So when you're writing it becomes somewhere around 25 words per minute. And that is how it's able to bring us clarity into our thoughts. I'll shortly talk to you about the different kinds of journaling that you can explore, and you will be able to understand this better once we have discussed those. So the first technique I want to introduce to you is the technique of mind cleanse and seeking spiritual guidance. And so this is a technique that you can practice throughout the day at any time whenever you feel the need for it. Say for example, you had a particular conversation with someone and that is bothering you, and you are seeking guidance about how to handle that particular situation better. What you would do is you would just start writing down whatever your thoughts are, whatever is bothering you. It could be something like this person says something and this is just bothering you, and so on and so on. And after you have just let it all out, you would then write something like, Divine, I am seeking your guidance about this particular matter. Please help me how to handle that particular situation. Words might just flow into the paper. Like I remember once I was seeking guidance on something, and as I was writing, the words that came on the paper was that help is on its way. And for me, in that particular situation, that was the most comforting thought that I could have had. And that is how I think that this process is super helpful when you're trying to just handle a particular situation and just seek guidance. The second one I want to share with you is affirmations. Affirmations are nothing but a deliberately chosen thought that you're choosing to think about so that you can rewire your brain. Like for example, if I'm trying to create or manifest a lot of ease into my life, one affirmation that I have been using is that I trust and accept that good things come to me easily. And what I would do is I would take a piece of paper again and write this down as many times as I need to feel that, to actually believe in that. So it could be 10 times, sometimes it could be 20-25 times, but how many other times that you think you need to write it down to believe that is how many times you should write it. And this is super effective and super helpful when you're trying to imbibe a particular feeling, or you want to cultivate a thought so that your brain goes back to that particular thought whenever it's handling a particular situation. So affirmations, super helpful. You can again search on Google on what are the most powerful affirmations that you could use. What are some of the most powerful affirmations that you could use for handling the particular situation that you're dealing with. The third practice that I want to introduce to you is of gratitude journaling. This is one of the most magical journaling practices that you can incorporate into your daily life. There has been a few days here and there I've missed it, but I have tried to stay consistent with this practice to the extent possible, and it has had tremendous miraculous manifestations in my life. But more than that, what I think this practice helps you do is just to be thankful and in a state of appreciation for every little thing that you have in your life. So this can also be called as an instant mood lifter. Like if no matter how depressing the situation or how scary the situation you're dealing with right now is, just try to say thanks or be appreciative of three things in your life. That's the easiest thing that you can do in that particular moment. But I would recommend this as a daily practice, probably at the start of the day, because it will set your tone very well for the rest of your day as well. So begin in a state of appreciation where you're just expressing gratitude to all the little things that you have in your life. It could be just that the sun is out today and it's a bright sunny day. It could be that you're grateful for the house that you're living in. It could be that you're grateful for the food that you eat, your job, the beautiful people in your life, your family, and so on. So just try to list down 5 or 10 things that you're grateful for on that particular day, and then how that makes you feel. That I feel blessed, I feel abundantly blessed, and so on. So gratitude journaling, again, very effective and very much recommended practice. The fifth important technique that I want to introduce to you is the technique of scripting. Scripting is basically where you're trying to write down how you would envision the situation to play out in your life. Suppose and then just embracing in that feeling. Like for example, if you're trying to go out somewhere and you're just looking forward to have a lot of fun, then you would just write down, say, I'm going out with this person to this particular place, and these are all the things that we are seeing, this is how we are feeling, this is the experience that we are having, and trying to write it out in as much detail as possible, and then just scripting it. So you're scripting that particular situation in advance in your mind and doing some sort of a visualization of how you want the events to play out. Again, this is super effective in preparing in advance for a particular situation that you are excited about. The fifth journaling practice that I want to introduce to you today is the practice of writing love letters. You can start writing love letters to almost anything in this world, but to get into the practice, you can just start with writing love letter to someone whom you really love. Like for example, I have my niece whom I really love, so I would just start by writing a love letter to her and expressing how much I appreciate having her in my life, and how blessed I am, and so on. So the focus here is to experience that particular feeling in your life. So when you are just expressing unconditional love towards someone, that just brings you to vibrationally align on a very different level, and that can put you in a very different energy level that can attract a lot of beautiful experiences into your life. You could also explore things like writing love letter to money, your job, your home, and so on. So it's just another way of expressing gratitude towards the things that you have in your life already, and also for the relationship that you share with money or your home, and so on. So it could be material things as well. That's what I was trying to highlight. So you can write love letters not just to people, but also the material things that you really appreciate having in your life and you want to build a really good relationship with. So these are the 5 journaling practices that I have found to be super helpful in my life, and I invite you to try these methods as well. Also, do let me know what your experience has been in trying these methods and how your journey has evolved through this process. Do let me know in the comments below. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you all. Take care and bye.